For us, it's about the members and about what they're going to get out of it, and not about everybody else. It's not about the administrator, it's not about the risk provider, it's not about the consultant, it's about the member. Part of our modeling, part of our DNA is flexibility and giving people options so that it suits their needs. What does this flexibility mean? If you sit in a current structure, an underwritten fund structure, they are your umbrella fund, they are your administrator, they are your risk provider, they are your investment provider, and in most cases, they're also your consulting provider. You've got one person deciding your entire fate. You've got these people called trustees somewhere, quarterly, right? And that's what you get. If you're not happy, if you're not getting great risk benefits, or you're not enjoying the investment returns, or the administration is giving you grief, what do you have to do? You have to pick up the whole lot and move the whole lot somewhere else. What we've done is we've said, no, we don't like this model, not interested. We are going to create what we call the More Plus option. This gives you an overall client solution providing the umbrella fund. There's an investment provider. You've got your insurance provider, and you've got the Maribo Consulting. All of those plug in. If the investment provider is not providing you the solution, you can change your investment provider. If your consulting is not working, you can change your consulting. If your insurance is not working, you can change your insurance. The fund is not locked in to a specific insurance provider. If you've got a company that's just starting, you want to start benefits, you can't do both the EB, retirement savings, as well as risk benefits at that point in time, you don't have to. It's not a one-stop shop. You don't have to buy the whole box. You can buy parts of it. So the data integrity, right? I've been in the industry for 20-something years. I worked in actuarial to start off with. What was my job? Fixing admin's data, right? One of the companies I worked for, when we got data for an actuarial valuation, you didn't even open it, you sent it back, you said it was wrong, right? When you got it back, it was a different set of data which they had corrected, right? Then you started working on the data. I've worked with all the different providers, and all the admin's the same. You get wrong claims, you get incorrect unit pricing loading, you get late updates of risk changes. They tell you, oh, sorry, your risk rate changed, you need to contribute more this month. And you haven't been told 2 months ago, right, to update your payroll, to update your systems, etc. Trustee accessibility, I know Paul touched on this. No, we meet quarterly. Put your claim in. If we get to your claim in that meeting, we'll deal with it. If we don't, well, it'll go to next month. If you've left off one form, sorry, back in the pile, back to the thing. Our trustees work also on a round-robin basis, so they have their quarterly meetings. But if there is a death claim that comes through, we look at it, we process it, we get all the information, we make sure we have everything, we send it to our trustees for consideration. They do so via round-robin. If they're not sure, if there's questions, they will ask those questions. If they need to, they will get together on a call and have a discussion and resolve it there and then. Section 14's, same story. It also doesn't wait for the next trustee meeting for the trustees to sign. Round robin, trustees sign it within 2 or 3 days of me getting them the documentation, and we can submit. What we find a lot in the admin space, you have to call a call center, and you have to speak to an admin clerk, right? But that's only after pressing 45 buttons. We have a senior management team involved in the day-to-day operations. The other things that we've done is also from a workflow perspective. We've got a workflow system that's in place, so that stuff comes in, it gets managed, everybody knows where it is in the process, we have regular meetings, and we manage the work so that it gets done. One of the biggest complaints we ever saw in the complaints department in previous companies I've worked at, the biggest complaint was not service, was not the product, was not fees, it was lack of feedback, right? That's why we've implemented the workflow, so that we can manage and make sure everything happens the way it's supposed to happen, when it's supposed to happen.